Hello everyone, this is Live for Give. Today we'll talk about the recent changes on so many things. So this this Feb has just started and there are way more game updates in terms of how the game is going to evolve in terms of generation B changes, egg shard changes, and they've also revealed more information on how the siege power works. So, all that good stuff. So, let's go through this one by one, and this is possibly going to be a big video. So, grab some popcorn, sit back, and relax. So, but not as big as Corey's video, I promise. So, we just go to this announcement, and there is we can just go through this. Let's say so. Raffle report, ancient bee event, da, 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 da. Okay, vision keynotes, lore, month ahead newsletter. That's what we're looking for. Okay, so this is another. Okay, so we have the wonderful dragon chase bee. Oh, I really want one. And we have this cosmetic season for Valentine's Day special. So that should be up today, I think. Let's see. Oh, there is a video. Fantastic. So then that's not the main thing I want to talk about. Trip campaign. These are all diamond hand rewards. Not this one. Not this one. So what we do is go to Honeyland and then this. So upgrades to generation eggs and bees. So what do we have here? Feb 4th through Feb 10, no more Gen 2 eggs. You can't make any Gen 2 and Gen 3 eggs at the moment. You can make Gen 1 eggs, and this will be the last time you will be making Gen 1 eggs. So if you are holding a lot of egg shards for future, you can only make Gen 3 eggs, is my understanding. So that's what it is. Player will no longer be able to make Gen 1 and Gen 2 eggs. And Gen 3 egg will cost 150 egg shards plus wax. Hatched bees, and then there is a lot of changes for the ceiling of stats. Eggs of any generation you will not be changed. Okay. Eggs of okay. So basically, what this means is like you won't be able to make these amazing Gen 1 eggs anymore. So you have to rely on breeding your Genesis bee to make Gen 1 eggs. But I also think there will be some seasonal events down the line to burn some of these egg shards. People who have missed out on this time sensitive small window. I hope there is something down the line to make something out of these rotting egg shards. So I do have kind of, how do I say, I do have this theory that you can actually put moon dust to make better eggs. I don't know what this guy is doing at 2 a.m. in the morning. So hopefully he's not there anymore. So um, I was talking. So you can use moon dust to make sure it has good stats. Currently, the Gen 1 stats can be, if you are on the wrong side, you can get like 150 floor stats. But right now, you have something around 200 is the minimum stats, something like that. So I would highly suggest mint your eggs and then like use moon dust whenever you hatch an egg in the future. So that's one way to get good bees. But you need to make it right now. Monday night it'll be done. So do it. Okay? So that's something. And the next thing I want to talk. Hmm, updates on announcement. Yeah, I think this siege. So in this video, Corey didn't talk much about the siege boost, stat boost, but I will put this as a separate video. All right, so I will make a updated video on how to update your siege uh, team power. So in the formula that determines your attack power when you're trying to become an emperor, let's say um, we already know a kind of, I've already spoken in Discord about this. So the way your team power works is like if you upgrade update or upgrade your attack, it will have more effect on the formula. The reason being, we always know uh, there are added bonus on bonus even in earth missions, like you match the like, you get capacity, you match your bees with the same mood, you get a stat bonus, you match your bees with the queen, you get a stat bonus, and if you match the landform, you get a stat bonus. So all those things will apply. In earth, what happens is like you have agility and capacity and luck getting boosted, which are the most important things. But here, what happens is like you have attack, defense, and there is more to attack and defense. That's why there is, if you see this article, there will be like attack, high weight in the formula, defense, very high weight in the formula. Recovery has a high weight in the formula that determines your defense power. But one can ask like, okay, how do I know what is my attack power and what is my defense power? All I'm seeing just one number. So this is where I ran some combinations of putting some bees together with these three parameters and then these three parameters. And then I put a mix of both the things. It all came out to be the same. So the way I did is like put 3 bees of high agility, luck, and attack. I get a team power. And then I put recovery, defense, and health put together as 3. I get a team power. And then when I put all these 6 bees together in different combinations, it all came up to the same team power. So my conclusion, or my understanding is the team power, what you see, is the addition of your attack power. So attack power plus defense power. So there is some nuance to this formula, but the final number you get out of these two put together in a team is the same. So my guess is attack power plus team power, and then they do something with it, and then you get a number. But it's very important to have these things. Say, for example, you have a team power of 20k, okay, which is mainly agility, luck, and attack. And this team will do very poor when it comes to defending. So a team with a lot of team power still loses because it doesn't have enough attack, luck, and agility while you are going to take another land. So there is more to the team power nostalgia here. So 30k versus 30k is not the same. So a 30k team power or a 20k team power going against a 20k team power, where both of them, the sitting team, defending team with extremely high agility, luck, and attack, will lose against an agility, luck, and attack team power. So I kind of think it's very smart to have a mix of all these six to elevate the performance of every B you put in a team. So don't just put all attack, or don't just put all defense, but just everything put together. But I'm mainly focusing on rare um, rare items. I mean, let me show you. So not here. Great. This way. Sorry. Oh, come on. Okay, let me take this one. So if you see, I have gathered so many of these because it's practically impossible to upgrade all these things with high rarity. I've been scalping the market for 1 HXD, 2 HXD. I had like hundreds, literally hundreds. And I've come to some conclusions. You don't need to have 280 health like everybody chases. So what I do is, let's say if I'm adding one of these, it will give 5 points. So if I have 20 slots, I will make sure this B goes to 250. 250 is going to be my aiming health. So you're not losing too much, or you're not overdoing the health. So I'll put 10 of these, it'll be 250, and then like I will put attack, like 4 attack or 3 attack, depending on what is the highest. So if I have something like so I have like 217, 216. So what I will do is like I will probably put like 4 here, 2 here. If the number is too low, I wouldn't do it. I mean, like I wouldn't go for agility. Probably I will go for luck and recovery. Something like that. You have to have a mix of check the base stats. That's what I do. Check the base stats. This is not a good example. Not a good example. I never do capacity. Here it is. So this one has higher defense stats. So it's you can give more points to him on defense, more slots for him to defense. Currently, I'm done doing upgrades. That's why I'm not doing the upgrade for him. Let's say I will show you what I've done so far. I mean the progression of how it's been done. So if you see there's a lot of 20 and most of them are funnily, yeah, till here. Most of them are uh, common. I didn't use common much. I've used it on some Gen 2Bs and some of them are I don't use rare, never use rare. You don't get good value for per shard because you get 3% for rare and you get 2% for weight. Let's see. Oh god. So okay, I use always rare, don't use epic, that's what I meant. So if you're using 40 shards for 2%, its value compared to you double the shards and you get double the output, and you actually go 4 times. I mean, like you double the shards from here to here, you only get 3%, which is bad. I mean, it's not shard. I've burnt all these things, and I'm still waiting for more clarity on which B I actually need to use for um, siege, and maybe some I will just update stats based on like I have so many capacity shards, I have so many endurance shards I've never used in like 7 to 8 months. So I would probably put those things into um, explore specific bees. I will just inflate the stats to get some of the stats up. So I'm still planning on those things. So if you have a wonderful bee with a lot of good stats, let me show you what I mean. Let's see something here. Like a moon dust made bee. So this is actually a good bee, but I'm looking for way better example. So if you see a lot of 220 and 230 on a Gen 1, I would actually upgrade him to because he can be a good candidate. So these things I upgraded before. I was just I didn't care about health, and then like I just did something stupid. So now these are after the release of this information. I have everything close to 250. Let's say 250. These are all done before. 280. So the way I would do this is like I have 262 here. Can't so the defense. So it's already has good agility. Um, he has a good base stats. It only matters. Let's see how I will do this. I'll put 5 on this and 5 on this. So just to give you a good idea, but ideally this should be 150 for me because this is actually wasted. If I'm putting another bee with 250, the timer will be for 250 and not for 280. So it's a loss. Probably those are the mistakes I've made, so that you don't have to try to aim something like 240 or 230 even, which is totally normal. If you are competing in a higher zone, uh, you are normally getting like 1 or 2 hours per land, time for land. So you have to be very very cautious about why you're doing an upgrade, and don't do it like I did. Like I spent so much on the item market. Like I was grabbing so many health bees, health upgrades, but I found it very cheap. Like I've been gathering ever since Universe 2 opened, even before. Um, I think I was buying mythic health upgrades for less than 10. I had like 200 something like that. So that's that. So I think we actually covered, instead of making a separate video for huh, we actually covered the whole thing. So the other the other things to remember is like endurance doesn't matter for any stats upgrade. Um, Capacity has no effect. Endurance is only for qualifying to go to a certain zone. If you have less than 200, uh, it follows the chart, and if you have anything more than 200, it's literally useless. So stats boost, matching, yeah. And so this is why I said like attack and defense has more. If you see this information, they say attack stat has high weight in the form, defense has very high weight in the form. Why? Because if you see all these boosts, the common factor you see is attack and defense. And if you have permanent pass, honey bag boost, you again see defense, you again see attack everywhere. No boost. Have a luck, you have a defense boost. You have a defense boost. Defense and attack keeps coming everywhere. So that 5% here, 5% there, 5% here, and then a 10% for this and that. An ancient queen is actually the most undervalued or underused in the siege. A lot of people say ancient bees are good for explore. No. If you do siege regularly, you don't need to waste an ancient queen on an explore mission. I'll show you why. I've showed this before. Let's say. So I'm going to do this mission. I'm going to auto select. So automatically there is like, wow, like there is 510 because I used a ancient queen, and then I have everything fixed here. So, but if you add this item and then a lot of other queens show up, I have let's say level 10 or even a Gen 2 queen, okay, and I add this and that's 250. You don't have to do anything. That's how ridiculous it is. Here I can actually put one of this and increase the power by doing this and this. Okay, this and this. And you have a 600. So you should use an ancient queen on siege. At least that's one of my big teams. So, and there was a conversation in Discord today about siege power, how to increase and um, how to stay in a land and all those things. There has been a lot of confusion on how big your team, how big is your reward, and all those things. You have to be very clear about different mechanics of siege. If not, you will be wasting a lot of shards. If not, you will be doing the wrong things in the wrong place. So, for example, there is drop quality. There is. So you can ignore all this what's in the land, all this information. Okay. We go here and extraction score. You need to understand the difference between an extraction score and team power. In an extraction score, I can actually put, let's say, that's a 50. It's a good example. I can't choose it. Okay, let's say in this drop quality 40, I'm going to make a team. I'm going to show you. I'm going to do this and choose, let's say, something like this. I can have anything like that, like that, like that. I choose. So if I'm having a curious queen, I mean, excited queen, a curious bee, a calm bee, you put everything together, it will give you a team power. But the extraction score of these bees will not change. If I have if I put any upgrade, it can even be endurance. No kidding. It will not have any difference in the team power. I can add capacity even though it says no effect on the team power. I can add capacity, 10 levels of capacity, and increase the drop quality of my team, extraction score of my team, sorry. So here, read this carefully. Each bee you deploy contributes to your extraction score. The extraction score earned depends on the bee generation, universe, level cap, and current level. So a level 10 without any upgrades has a different extraction score than a level 10 upgraded bee. Like Where is he? Like one of these guys will have different extraction score. The difference is mentioned here. Okay, so you can just read accordingly, and then it will give you the team extractions. So increasing the rarity of the shards. Okay, higher extraction score on higher drop quality lands. So let's take 50 drop quality as an example. If I have a 40k team power with Gen 3 Bs fully upgraded with Mythic, it will have no effect. It will have effect based on its generation. Okay, it will have a highest team power, but doesn't mean it will give enough drop quality. So it will be 0.2 and it will be way less than a normal hatched or a bred Gen 2. See, this is why it's important. Stats don't matter for extraction score. I'm telling you, if you have a lot of endurance shards and you don't care about your team power or losing it to others, but you care more about extraction score, I would just do any upgrades, any common upgrades, fully level that up, and then like go sit in a quiet land where nobody's going to attack you, and you can just grow with that. There are so many things you can do. I'm thinking, okay, I will have that idea for later. So you can plan everything the way depending on your available resource, is what I'm saying. You don't have to chase 100 drop quality lands. There are so many people who making a killing in the leaderboard with just small teams, but strategically going after proper upgrades or proper lands where it's not intimidating or inviting to be hit. So you can just choose one of these tires and then like rule your place and know the rules. Just read through this, find what you can find, and master that. So, and when it comes to playing Honeyland at this moment, you cannot have everything at the same time. You cannot be the top dog in siege, explore, hunting, and harvesting, and in PvP. It's impossible. Or you will need a couple of thousand bees. Not exaggerating. If you want to fill all the siege in a proper way, you will need a lot of bees and lot of items. And you can you can do it to a point if you have the proper resource and efficient management, and you will still need about 400 to 500 bees to just have a good amount of holding in the leaderboard for siege. So I haven't done any harvesting or hunting much. Probably if I don't have any bees to send out for siege, I will go to Earth and I will do some harvesting and hunting. Say, today I was just knocked out of so many lands. I had like 5 to 6 lands free. slots free, so I just went and harvested so many place to harvest, and I also found queen upgrades. So we'll see. That's 200 queen upgrades. There is still a lot to. Um, that's my airdrop for my land. Honeyland 7. Just 12. We will also check if there is any cosmetics. New cosmetics. Boom, 500. Oh, guys, you're lucky. It's been a long time since I had one of these. Awesome. And there is more, there is more. 543. One more. Do we have more? Let's defense. Okay, let's see what we got here. Like 50? Yeah. 500 and then a 50. Okay, it has 69 more. Boom! 120. So I'm actually making it up. Say I would say making it up, but then not really making it up. If you see, we opened 369 pots. The entry fees for 369 will be 738, because I'm mostly going after no the calculations. So these are pots I got, but every day, let's say I'm filling 20 lands, that's 40 HXD every time I fill my slots, and I get knocked out very, very frequently. Like every 3 hours, 4 hours, I get knocked out in like 10 lands, and then I go back. When my bees comes back, I go back again. So it's a rinse and repeat process of 20 slots. So let's say I take about 100 lands a day. So I'm spending 200. So once in a while you get a good amount to make it up for the charges, but still not a huge amount to be had. There are some good days where you make a positive, there are good days you make amazing, and then there are days there is nothing. So I would see Siege more like like just resource management. You getting items, and then you can just put those items in the market to sell it, and you make money out of it. I mean, or you get bee eggs, you just make a bee and then you sell it. So there are different ways to pay. If you are only seeing things as, oh, I need to get HXD, that's my major income from the game, then harvesting is the only way you will have definite returns. You know what you're getting. Here, things can be extremely dry. I'm telling you, like every day I open about 800 chests. Whew. Some days there is just maybe 100 HXD the whole day. Some days there is 50, 60, and that's not even enough for paying the fees. Some days there is like 1,000. But I cannot complain because there is no definite rewards promised. If you want definite reward, proper returns for whatever your investment you are aiming for, harvesting, hunting, and put that hunting to make harvesting better so you can get more bees out of it. So this became a video of just me talking about so many different things than like a guide, and I do need a lot of hours in order to get my YouTube monetized. So watch my video even if you don't actively listen, just drop it somewhere, put it in mute. I need about 2000 hours. It's almost impossible, but possible if you want me to have one of those good things. All right. So I think I will wrap it up for today. And if you still need a more condensed video about team power, I can do it, but then I've explained everything possible. All right. So this is not more like a guide, but more like an update on everything happening in Honeyland. One thing we will check, I think it's not there yet. No. By that, take one of those. So thank you for watching. You don't have to like, subscribe, just keep watching. Just watch for as many hours as possible. Thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend. Zub zub and subscribe.